Level 1, the script Kiddie. You're 14 years old, sitting in the dark of your messy bedroom, the glow of a single cheap monitor illuminating your face. Your parents think you are playing video games, but you aren't. You are typing furiously, copying strings of code you barely understand from a shady dark web forum. You hit enter. Across the country, a rival player's Minecraft server suddenly stutters, lags, and completely crashes. You just executed your first successful DDoS attack. You lean back in your chair, a massive grin spreading across your face. The rush of power is intoxicating. You are just a kid in a basement, but you just took something offline from hundreds of miles away. You start smaller, guessing default passwords on your neighbor's Wi-Fi routers. You sneak into their networks, slow down their speeds, and watch them complain online. It's harmless, mostly. Just pranks. But you are learning. You spend sleepless nights reading manuals, understanding how packets travel, how firewalls work, and most importantly, how they break. You aren't just playing games anymore. You are playing the system. And you are getting very, very good at it. Level 2, the Black Hat. You're 19, and the pranks are over. You are living in a cramped apartment, surrounded by empty energy drink cans and 3 high-end monitors. You've moved past taking down game servers. Now you are hunting for real vulnerabilities. You write a simple, elegant phishing script, mimicking the login page of a massive online bank. You blast it out to 50,000 email addresses. You sit back and watch as the first few victims unknowingly type in their credentials. Your database starts filling up. 1 login. Then 10. Then 100. You test the first account. It works. You see a balance of $4,000. Your heart races. You quickly transfer a small, unnoticeable amount to a crypto wallet you bounce through 3 different countries. You just made your rent in 3 seconds. Over the next month, you start living large. You buy designer clothes, a ridiculous new car, and top-of-the-line server hardware. You walk down the street knowing you are smarter than everyone around you. They are working 9 to 5s, while you are making their monthly salary before you even get out of bed. But you are getting sloppy. You start noticing strange pings on your network. Someone is watching. You realize you need to step up your game, or you are going to end up in a federal prison. Level 3, the Ransomware Operator. You're 24, operating out of an undisclosed location in Eastern Europe. The small-time credit card theft was child's play. You are now the lead coder for a highly organized, completely anonymous digital syndicate. You don't steal from individuals anymore. You hold entire corporations hostage. You spend 3 months silently injecting a highly sophisticated, undetectable malware worm into the internal network of a major logistics company. You wait patiently as it spreads to every single terminal, every database, and every backup server. At 2 a.m. on a Friday, you execute the payload. The screens of 10,000 employees suddenly turn completely red, displaying a single locked padlock icon and a countdown timer. You have encrypted their entire infrastructure. Every shipping route, every financial record completely locked. You demand $5 million in Bitcoin, or the decryption key is deleted forever. You sit in your dark room, watching the Bitcoin ledger. For 2 days there is silence. The news covers the massive supply chain disruption. Panic sets in. Then, on the 3rd day, your wallet pings. A massive transfer comes through. They paid. You hit a single key, sending the decryption software, and watch millions of dollars tumble into your accounts. You are untouchable. You are a digital god holding the modern world by the throat.
Level 4, the Syndicate Boss. You're 29, and you no longer touch a keyboard unless you have to. You are the shadowy mastermind running a massive, global botnet. You control over 5 million infected computers around the world. Smart refrigerators, security cameras, corporate servers, they all unknowingly belong to you. You are making millions a week renting out your botnet to other cartels, rogue nations, and dark web marketplaces. You live in a stunning, minimalist penthouse in a country with no extradition treaty. Your physical security is as tight as your digital security. Heavily armed guards patrol your estate. You have multiple fake identities, a dozen different passports, and offshore accounts layered so deeply that no financial institution on Earth could ever trace them back to you. But the paranoia is eating you alive. You trust no one. Every flash drive, every email, every phone call is heavily encrypted and scanned. You know, the FBI, Interpol, and half a dozen intelligence agencies have a massive whiteboard with a blank silhouette trying to figure out who is controlling the network. You are the most wanted cybercriminal on the planet, and they don't even know your name. Level 5, the zero-day broker. You're 34, and the criminal underworld is beneath you now. You have transitioned into the incredibly lucrative, highly secretive world of cyber arms dealing. You don't use malware anymore. You find the flaws that let the malware in. You have a team of genius-level coders working in an underground bunker, actively hunting for 0 days, fatal, undiscovered flaws in major operating systems like iOS, Windows, and military defense networks. When you find one, you don't use it. You sell it. You meet with shadowy government officials in private, lead-lined rooms in Switzerland. You slide a completely clean, encrypted hard drive across the table containing a flaw that would let an intelligence agency silently turn on the microphone of any smartphone on the planet. The bidding starts at $10 million. Nations are weaponizing your code to spy on journalists, topple regimes, and steal state secrets. You are no longer just breaking laws. You are shaping geopolitics. You realize the terrifying truth. The entire modern world is held together by digital duct tape, and you are the only one holding the scissors. Level 6, the state-sponsored ghost. You're 39. You were finally caught, but you didn't go to prison. Instead, a terrifyingly calm man in a sharp suit offered you a choice. Spend the rest of your life in a supermax cell, or work for them. You are now the apex weapon for a superpower's military intelligence division. You work in a massive, hypersecure subterranean bunker beneath a classified military base. You have the infinite budget and resources of the federal government behind you. Your targets are no longer companies, they are rival nations. You sit at a massive glowing terminal, surrounded by military generals who treat you with terrified respect. You launch a silent, devastating cyberstrike against a hostile nation's nuclear enrichment facility. You watch on satellite feeds as their massive industrial centrifuges suddenly spin out of control and tear themselves apart, setting their nuclear program back by a decade. Not a single bullet was fired. Not a single soldier crossed a border. You did it entirely with a string of code from a dark room thousands of miles away. You are modern warfare personified. Level 7, complete omniscience. You're 45, and you have transcended everything. You aren't just a hacker anymore. You are the system. You have spent the last 5 years secretly weaving a backdoor into the foundational architecture of the global internet itself. You don't need passwords. You don't need exploits. You have supreme, unobstructed access to every single piece of digital information on Earth. You can read the private messages of world leaders, alter global banking ledgers with a keystroke, and shut down the power grids of entire continents with a blink. You sit in a completely empty, stark white room, staring at a massive holographic representation of global data streams. You are completely invisible. You have systematically erased every digital trace of your own existence. No birth certificate, no photos, no financial records. To the world, you never existed. But to the machines, you are absolute reality. You hover your finger over the terminal. With one keystroke, you could wipe away all global debt, plunge the world into the dark ages, or expose every classified secret of every nation simultaneously. You smile, realizing that you hold the fate of human civilization entirely in your hands. You hit enter,